Hey guys, welcome back. Pineapple King here. Today we have NFL score predictions with the Eagles, and they're lucky they're in a somewhat easy division. But to be fair, they have a pretty good team. They got the best O-line in the league, even with losing Jason Kelsey. I think they have a solid replacement there, and you got a solid defense too. Definitely top 10. And then you have Jalen and one of the best wide receiver cores. I know you added Jahan Dotson. It's not something crazy, but now you have three really good receivers and you have Saquads as your running back now. That was like the one missing piece of the puzzle. So that was crazy. Let's get into it. Week 1 in Brazil. Weird game against the Packers. I think this is actually close. Friday night game, super weird, but you win it. I just think Saquon goes for over 100 week 1. I think he's excited to be healthy and to run behind a really good offensive line. Week 2, Monday night Falcons game. It's in Philly, and I think you'll be jet lagged, but I think you have plenty of time to recover due to a Monday game. Uh, Give me the win there. I think it being in Philly makes the difference. A lot of these teams, whenever they play at home, like the Eagles, it makes a huge difference in how well or how worse they play. Because some teams travel really well, but others do not. I think the Eagles travel well. You got the Saints in New Orleans. I still think you lose, or the Saints lose that. So I mean, I don't know. The offense and defense is both worse for the Saints. And then you play the Bucks, and it's in Florida. And this might be slightly biased, but I do think you lose your first game here. I just think that you go in expecting to win, but I think Baker and the Bucks are hunting for a playoff spot again. I think they're super serious about this, and they beat out the Eagles by maybe just a field goal, but that might be some bias slipping in. It's in Tampa, so it's a lot hotter than Philly. Let's. Then you go into the bye week. You're 3-1. You're not upset. I mean, it was a bad beat, technically, definitely an upset. But then you face the Browns in Philly, and that's a win. They have just as good of a defense, if not better, but I think your offense overpowers their offense by a mile, even with Deshaun and like Amari Cooper. Nick Chubb might be back by then, maybe not. So I really got to give the win to Eagles here. Giants suck. You, this is the part of the division where it's just like cake. You face the Giants and the Commanders twice. You're lucky. Bengals in Cincinnati. I think that's a super tough game. Super tough. But you win it. I know, crazy. And then, as crazy as this sounds, you're in Philly against the Jags. You get another weird loss. Because I think this Eagles team is so good. I think the only losses you're going to get are just weird losses. Like the Jags and the Bucks so far. You win three, you lose one. You win three, you lose one. You're still 6-2, atop the division for sure. And you face the Cowboys. It's in AT&T Stadium. I think, ooh, if there's one team that travels better than the Eagles, it's definitely the Cowboys. Give me the Cowboys there. Them at home is going to be devastating for you guys. But the Commanders in Philly, easy win there. The Rams, this is a very close game too, but it's in SoFi, and I think that's just I think the Rams defense can hold up their own, and so can the offense, and I think that makes a difference there. Give me a loss against the Rams, and this is a tough schedule, so, but I think the Eagles are a tough team because you face the Ravens here, and I think you beat the Ravens in Baltimore, but it's just that's a brawl too. And you have a couple nice games here, back to back in Philly, not against the greatest teams. You win those, and then you beat the Commanders again because it doesn't matter where you play them. You beat them. One of the worst defenses in the league, one of the worst O lines in the league, whatever. Cowgirls, you split the series with them. I think that's only fair. And then you're in a position where you can't beat the Niners, but you can win the division with a loss. So you take that loss. You finish 12-5. You're feeling great. You win the division. Feels good. And your third, right there, looks great.